Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. We're back once again talking about the LCS offseason, the latest and greatest news, rumors, speculation, and all that good stuff going on in the professional League of Legends scene. Today, more specifically, we are talking about Evil Geniuses and their top lane situation. So, Bloop GG, a couple hours ago, tweeted out sources are telling him with Huni going to TSM that he can now confirm his report from a few weeks ago. Evil Geniuses will finally be signing Impact as their top laner for the 2021 LCS season. This is a rumor that we've been hearing about for, it seems like a month now, 3 weeks. Free agency started, I believe, 2 weeks ago at this point, and we kind of heard it getting more official then. But then there was kind of this holdup with TSM's roster waiting to get finalized. We didn't know if TSM was going to be going with Huni, if they were going to be doing a full rebuild or what. But obviously, now that TSM has all their stuff straightened out, Huni is going to TSM. That allows Evil Geniuses to finally lock up Impact. Finally allows Impact to be on a team, to be comfortable. Everybody can breathe that sigh of relief. Evil Genius fans, TSM fans, Impact, his supporters, everybody. And now Evil Genius's roster is fully locked for 2021. I believe they're the last roster to finally be finalized. Maybe, I don't know if Dignitas is completely finalized yet, but Evil Genius is one of the last rosters. We were waiting on TSM, EG, and Dig. But now their roster is Impact, Venskaren, Jizuke, Deathly, and Ignar. So first up, just talking about the Impact situation. Obviously, he's coming over from TL. TL got Alfari, which I think is going to be an upgrade. I think people are really excited about Alfari coming over. I think he's going to give them some more options as far as champions and play styles and stuff go. I do think his champion pool is a little bit bigger, probably a little bit better than Impact's. But Impact's going to be a tough guy to replace. So it's not, I don't think it's a guarantee that Alfari is going to fit better with Team Liquid than Impact did. Obviously, Impact has been amazing in North America on Cloud9, on Team Liquid. He has an insane track record historically as well, obviously being a world champion. So this is an absolutely massive upgrade for Evil Geniuses this offseason. We heard that Evil Geniuses had a ton of money and they were looking to spend it. We also heard Impact was wanting a ton of money and looking to go after it. So it was kind of a match made in heaven. They had a hole in the top lane. Obviously they were bouncing between like Kumo and Huni last year. And a lot of people aren't really in love with either one of those as a short-term or long-term answer. So getting Impact into the top lane is really massive for them. I saw a stat the other day that Impact, I believe, led the league in solo kills in the summer split of 2020. And obviously he has this reputation of being one of the best, if not the best, weak side top laners, but also getting 7 solo kills has him as just one of the best overall top laners in the entire LCS. He's been around for so long. You know exactly what you're getting with him. He's pretty consistent and pretty consistently amazing. So that's a huge pickup for this Evil Geniuses roster. It has me really excited for them. Impact and Venskaren together are going to be one of the best top young duos in the whole league. And I think they should synergize really well together. I think they're going to be really nasty. And yeah, just be a very solid top side of the map. Now, you continue on to the rest of the roster. I am not a big fan of Jizuke. He's coming off a very up and down, very inconsistent season in 2020, where he did have some high highs. He has some pop-off games. He can absolutely carry. When he's on, he is absolutely a world-class mid laner, for sure one of the best mid laners in the West when he's on, but it turned out in 2020 those days were few and far between, and when he was off, man, was he off. He looked like one of the worst mid laners in NA, and NA has some terrible mid laners, so that has me really worried about Jizuke. I thought and hoped that Evil Geniuses would be looking to upgrade in the mid lane, but it looks like they talked to some different people. They tried to get perks. Maybe they talked to Nemesis a little bit. They had some other people being considered, but for whatever reason, whether it was those deals couldn't get worked out or they decided against it, whatever, Jizuke is coming back for the mid lane. So that has me not as excited about Evil Geniuses roster as I would like. But we still have the bot lane to talk about. Obviously, Bang left and Zazel got kicked. So now they have Ignar coming in. Ignar, really hyped up player, coming off a very good year with FlyQuest. He's been a great support in the LEC, in the LCS. This is a huge pickup. Again, Evil Genius is another player to get really excited about. But for this roster, again, there is a flip side. Bang is now playing over in Korea. He's going back home. He didn't really like it in North America for whatever reason, or maybe he was just ready to go back. He tweeted about being homesick and stuff sometimes, but he stuck it out with Evil Geniuses last year, and he looked good at times. I don't think he was ever like the best AD carry in North America or anything, but he was really solid for Evil Geniuses, especially at times when their team didn't look so good. He was still able to hold a pretty consistent play. And they have definitely coming in to replace him. This is one of the biggest downgrades in the entire LCS, looking at 20 to 21. I'm very, very not excited for Deftly. He's a guy we've seen in the LCS before, and he hasn't really been that great. We've seen him in Academy, and he hasn't really been that great. Really weird to me that they're going with Deftly over another AD carry. I know they talked about Tomo, they talked about King. Obviously, they tried to get Lost, but they ended up, after all that, going with Deftly. I'm not very excited about him. I do think he's going to be the worst AD carry in 2021 as far as LCS starting AD carries go. I'm sure they're going to be looking to probably replace him at some point during the year, because the rest of this Evil Geniuses lineup looks pretty good. Obviously, I'm not super high on Jizuke, but he's still, middle of the pack LCS mid laner. They have a very good top laner, jungler, and support, and this team could be competing with like 100 Thieves and TSM for potentially that third world spot. But I don't think Deftly is going to be good enough to cut it. I love this comment here from YOLO Man 69 Cool, who says, this roster will be a disaster. Deftly is ass. And yes, that is a lot of what I'm feeling. So in the end, Evil Geniuses finally signing Impact. That move is now official after the weeks and weeks and weeks that we've been waiting. That is an absolutely huge pickup for them. But when I look at the roster as a whole, there's definitely things to get excited about, but there's definitely massive question marks, massive holes in this lineup as well. And for those reasons, I kind of see this as just a middle of the pack team. They're going to have some great games. Impact's going to carry some games. Svenskeren is going to carry some games. Ignar's going to be a huge playmaker. But I definitely think Jizuke and Deftly are going to lose them their fair share of games and kind of keep them out of that upper echelon of the LCS in 2021. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about Impact going to Evil Geniuses? Where do you have Evil Geniuses in your power rankings headed into the 2021 season? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on that. Subscribe, sub down on my latest content. Check me out over at Twitch, twitch.tv/I_am_germ. Hopefully get you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.